Hi, it's Lois, and today I'm going to bring you a Draw My Life video. So let's start. So, Draw My Life is actually a very old idea, and I wanted to do it before I started this YouTube channel. But I just want to do a Draw My Life video, so yeah, but this Drama Live video is so different. I want to bring you is a special edition to keep it fresh and new. It's a singer actor edition of my life. So I'm gonna share like my singing and acting journey because it's so much fun to share. So as you may know, my name is Lois Lau, and I'm born on the 27th of January. Is a winter baby and an Aquarius baby. So yeah, I don't know how you fathom that. Aquarius babies are really eccentric and weird. They're very creative, and they just live in their own worlds. That's like explained most of the time with me. And so I wasn't born like singing or acting. I don't know how to sing or act. But my earliest memory of my singing life was when I was probably 6 or 5 years old, when I was in kindergarten, and there was like a little competition or contest within the little kindergarten, and I remember I wanted to like be on stage and sing because I couldn't get into the dance performance because I don't know how to like do splits and do stuff like that when like almost every dancers that got into the dance team know how to splits, and how can I do that? So I didn't get into dance, so I thought I could just go solo and sing a little song for the teachers, the judges at that time. And what I chose to sing is about like a Mother's Day song, and I remember practicing it in my home and just outside the kitchen when my mom was preparing, like probably cooking, and they annoying me just come up to the kitchen and say, mommy, like, can I sing for you? And you tell me what you think, and I'm gonna do some gestures like just to convey the song like to you and to practice. And that's a little me trying to sing and do some hand gestures. And I got place number 2 for the competition, and I was like so happy. And I remember the first like the champion, I was the second runner up. I mean the first one up, not the second one up. I mean I came in the second place, so it's the first one up. Okay. And so the champion was like, I think, a boy pretending to be a monkey and just dancing around, and I don't remember, but he is a monkey, that's all I remember. So yeah, so that's like how it all started, I guess. And then I wasn't really like a musician or artist of any form in my primary school days. I was very athletic. I was in a volleyball team as the not very important team member, also as a basketball team member, but as not like really like going to competitions. But that's like what I do when it's like recess time. I go to the basketball court to play balls with my friends for that little 15 minutes. Like, that sounds like forever. That looks like forever, but it's not. So yeah, I also run, so because I guess it's like my dad also is a fast runner, so I can also run pretty fast. I mean, my best record is to run 100 meters in like 15 seconds. Very impressive, and I can't really do that right now. So yeah, that's like, I didn't really pick up any like music or acting, but when I was like 10 or 9, I still love singing, and I remember like singing on my back and lying on the floor to sing. I think it was so cool, and I actually have that audio recorded, and that was me singing the Hilary Duff. This is my dream, what dreams are made of, that kind of song, and I still have that audio on me, listen to it and cringe about it later or at some point in my life, but I don't want to. And so I went to the secondary school. And what I did there is I found a group of friends, and we were doing an a cappella thing, and it was like so cool, and I had so much fun. I feel like I'm fitting in a special group in school. So school for me wasn't really hard, and I had really pretty much fun about it. And I love schools. It's really weird to say. Like, I don't get any like objection about it because I can meet my friends, and yeah, we have a lot of activities. My friend, and she asked me to see a musical. It's called Chicago with her, and this is the first ever musical I've ever seen. And I have no idea what a musical is. I'm so silly, I'm so dumb, whatever. And I feel like, wow, this sounds so cool. And what I can get from watching the musical was like, oh my god, it is like a brand new world, and I want to be in one of them. So, and that being said, I went to London for a few weeks, and one of the activities I did was to go to the West End and watch a few musicals, including The Phantom of the Opera, which is one of my favorites to watch because it's so beautiful. And I also watched Grease and watched Billy Elliot. And so I had the idea, how about, because like Glee, the TV shows was like hit at that time, I thought, how about I, as a teacher, maybe we can have a musical club in the school so I can continue doing it, like just singing and musicals and be in it. And at the same time, because I was also in a choir that's like, it's like a show choir Glee stuff, so it's really fun. And also have been auditioning for shows, but I didn't really get in for any shows. And by the way, a very important note, I didn't get into any choirs when I was in primary school or in my early secondary school days because I was a very quiet person. So I probably they can't hear me sing whatsoever. So that was it, and that was really like a fun story to tell. I didn't get into any choirs. I asked the teacher if we can have a musical club, and that I will be directing with my friends, and we'll be organizing shows and performances, even for like just like 20 minutes to 30 minutes, or just a 5 minute a song, one song show. And then she said yes, and that's like how it began. And we had a musical club, and my life have been very like musically, not that professionally, but planting the seed in the early days. And so I also have been like auditioning for community theaters. I mean, my region. Oh, by the way, I'm from Hong Kong, so that's like how it was started. This is a really weird interaction. Anyways, I've been like trying to audition for community theaters, but I didn't get in any of them. And then I was like getting so frustrated and actually kind of depressed. And so what changed is basically changing my attitude. And then I was wanting to find a voice teacher because that's like most singers do. They have a vocal coach with them, even they're really like professional, like Katy Perry or Ariana Grande. They all have a voice teacher. So I thought maybe it's time for me to find a voice teacher. And so I auditioned for a voice teacher, but he didn't really take me in because I was still like in a very early stage of singing, and I don't know how to sing like musical theater. He referred me to an other teacher who can help me because she is also quite, and she's from America, Michigan, and she has experience in singing musical theater, and she's now currently living in Hong Kong. So she said, and then I took her lesson, and I am very in love with her, and she helped me a lot to sing, and that was like for 2 years already. And so I learned a little bit of techniques, and in between then I got into shows like musical theater shows, and the shows includes like Into the Woods and Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, and some Panto, the Snow Queen, and what else? The recent one was My Fair Lady, so that was how it all started. Singing wise, I went, and then in 2015, I decided to audition for a program in New York City. It's like a musical theater intensive, so it's called Broadway Artists Alliance. I auditioned and then I got in. The day I got the email, I like internally screaming in my dorm room in New York City, and I'm like overwhelmed because I was in New York City for a college program of theater arts. So basically, it's like acting and analyzing the play and about how the stage works. And I remember just climbing up to the very top of the stage to like where the laser hand is really really cool and really really high, and it's pretty like scary, but I had so much fun. And the classmates are just so nice and supporting, and that's like where my acting kind of began, because I remember the teacher really likes my acting, and I never thought about it because also when I was like 12 to 15 in my school days, nobody liked my acting. Like the acting club didn't take me in, and their acting shows just like consider me as like some extra like in the background. So when I was like in New York, and the teacher said like she gave me an A in my acting, that really like gave me a thought of maybe I can do this. Maybe something has changed within me, and suddenly I'm like clicked. And so that's like how my acting point of view began. And also when I was in the Broadway Artists Alliance, all the people are so amazing and talented and so cool and so supportive. And what we did is to sing and have lessons and sing to like casting directors and everyone. And we also acted a little bit, so that really like strengthened my musical theater experience and performing experience, because we got to sing for many people, not just in where you're born, but in somewhere like New York City is really amazing. And I got the chance to perform in an off Broadway cabarets, and it was really really fun and impressive for me. So that's like what I took from New York City, and I came back here to do more shows and sing more. And then early this year, I decided to give more acting shows, and then I was like in a very small independent movie. It's called Transformed, and then I just got like a little role and line to speech, and that was like my first ever filming experience. I really liked it, and then I took some on camera acting classes, and I really like it too. And then I don't know why, but I like to cover songs as well, so I decided to do a YouTube channel and just basically put my music out and try to like get out of my comfort zone and see where it takes me. And so this is how this YouTube channel is here. Basically, it's because my desire to share my music, and sometimes I really want to do a little bit of lifestyle too. So yeah, that's my life for now, and I hope you enjoy this little draw my singing actor life. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to press like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And thank you. Bye.